All right, hello, Guardians. We are back for 2026, first pod of the year. I mean, other than the sponsor release that we did. In this episode, we're going to check in with Trinity. They're back on the 31st, FCD training camp, and more soccer news all across North America right after this. All right, we're going to do some housekeeping here first. I want to shout out to our new graphics team and comms team. They're doing a great job.
Hell yeah.
Some housekeeping. We have our obviously 24-hour tailgate is up. It will be on the 20th to the 21st. So come join us at the Red Lot, usual spot. They haven't moved this yet, but that is a future thing, obviously. But before that, February 7th, we have our preseason town hall at our new sponsor, Roller Town, up in Frisco. Come join us for that. Dennis, you have any thoughts on this?
I'm pumped for both of these events. Preseason town hall is going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it right after the FC Dallas preseason game that's open to season ticket members. So if you're up there, you're at the game, just walk on down the street, right? Just come on right down the block. We're going to be up at Roller Town afterwards. Come hang out. DBG members will be getting $2 off all drafts while we're there. We're going to talk to leadership. You're going to meet some new faces, some old ones. Just come out, hang out, see what we're planning to do this year. We've got some TIFO stuff that we're talking about doing. We've got some merch conversations we'd love to have with you too. Got a bunch of stuff in the pipeline. Just want to get to know who our leaders are and you know what the future holds for DBG for this season and going forward. If you're an old timer who's been around a long time, or if you're somebody new who's never been involved before, come out, hang out, talk to us. Learn what we're about, figure out how to get involved. I think it's going to be really cool. And then 24 hours is going to be up banger. I am looking forward to this one. We're getting menus set up right now. We're getting some. We're talking to some vendors about getting some extra help in there too. Shout out to Pedicolis for that. We've got beer on deck. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a banger. We're gonna keep warm no matter what. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be out there all night, party until the sun comes up, and then we're going to keep going right up until kickoff. So this one's going to be a big one this year, right? This might be the last time we get to use that particular space. We don't know. Might be the last time we get to use a space for 24-hour at least. So come out, hang out again. Whether you're a current member, an old timer that's been around a little while and hasn't been involved, or you're somebody new who wants to get involved and wants to learn more, please come and hang out. Come check us out. Come to these events. Just get to know people, right? So I did it. Just started showing up and talking to people, right? Everybody's friendly. We don't bite. Maybe Hubert does if he's had a little too much to drink. That happens. But and only if you ask for it, right? Only if you ask for it. So totally fine. With consent. So no, I think it's gonna be a good time. All of these are gonna be great. So looking forward to getting out there and seeing everybody again and kicking the season off. It's gonna be a good one.
All right, shout out to that. As usual, more housekeeping here. We have follow us on social medias. We just signed up for Blue Sky and Reddit, so follow us there for more interactive stuff. We're going to start being more active on those channels for sure.
Big season ahead for us. No matter how this club does, it's gonna be a big season for DBG.
For sure. Just want to do some shout outs. So I got my Lexington shirt in. It's their old one. It's their USL one. So it's from like 2 years ago. But clearance season for lower division teams.
We don't recognize Lexington. There is only one club with a horse in USL that we care about.
There you go. Pegasus.
There is only one club we care about that has a horse on their jersey.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's jump into it. Yes. And as always, fuck Houston, which we'll talk about later with the ladies.
100.
All right, so we're going to start off with our usual. It is record of the day. So what do you got?
I just pulled out something real quick from the collection. You guys are going to make me have to go and buy some more. I'm running out of records to show off, but we've got Journey's self-titled album here. This is something I picked up used for like $5 at like a marketplace or something. But this is a cool album, right? This is their self-titled album. You got some really famous classic rock hits here, and some of you guys might be a little older, it was just called rock then, right? But you got Wheel in the Sky on here. You got Lights. You got Anytime. I mean, this is a good album, right? It's Journey, right? You can't go wrong with some Journey.
For sure.
What you got?
They call it classic rock, but if you lived it, you just feel old when they say that. So
there's a place here in town that sells like stone. Like they sell like stone. The name of the place is Classic Rock.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
All right. So for me, we're going always Jamaican inspired. So this is Garnet Silk, 100%
Okay.
silk. This, if you've ever heard his voice, the silk works. It's not his real last name, by the way. That was a moniker. But yeah, for this one, Skylarking is my favorite off this album. He had a really smooth voice. I'm pretty sure he passed away. So rest in peace to the god. But Garnet Silk, 100% silk, for my reggae infused album for this session. But really good album. You know, it's really weird. So we actually just looked it up. So Sean Paul just got the first diamond record for a Jamaican artist, and I
Oh
always
wow, I didn't
think
know that.
about how it's not really his; it was a feature. It's actually Sia's "Cheap Thrills" that he got on. But whatever, he made the song.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just really weird. Like we go in cycles where like Jamaican artists will be really big here and then fall off again. But Garnet Silk is the album for this one. So really good album. This was a really great find. This was just a dumpster find for like $2-3. So that was really good. So,
those are some of the best, man. Some of those are absolutely incredible.
yes, and you are right. I actually need to go to storage to go pick up the other box of records that I don't.
DBG Record Store Day. What up?
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Josie. We can team up with Athletico. They do a lot of stuff with Josie Records.
Yep.
Downtown. All right. So next thing we're gonna do, obviously, we are what 30-ish days. What do we know? Yeah, we're about
less than 30
away from
less than 30
from training camp. So we're gonna do FC Dallas training camp. The news is, well, it's great for those guys. They flew to Portugal, which helps them scout some guys without having to worry about visa issues. So that's really good. It also gives them some quality competition before we start. So we're gonna do some housekeeping on those guys. No one has to worry about seeing Salah this season. They sent them back to Saudi Arabia.
He's actually starting today.
Is he really? Yeah,
he's starting today. Al Riyad is not in great shape. By the way, they totally disrespected the kid too. He's wearing number 98, not 99.
Oh no! You're one less. Yeah. You don't get the jersey you want. Yeah, it's one of them.
He may not be starting, but he was on. He might have been on the bench. I don't know, but he was in today's lineup. This was officially announced a couple of days ago, and he's already on the bench this weekend. So Al Riyad is definitely needs the help. Good luck, Ennis. I hope that there is a buyout at the end of this that works out for everybody. Good luck.
Well,
I'll leave it at that.
It's just for 6 months. It's still he's back in June. So it's the exact same deal that they did last.
Well, we might not have an international spot by June for him.
Yeah, which in buyout.
We already don't have enough international spots, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So do you have any news? I know you went to a brief training before they headed out. Obviously, we have some bad news. Paxton is on the sidelines.
I was at Trinity training, not FCD training.
Oh, not FC Dallas. Okay, I thought you went to one before they flew out. Was that okay? All right.
No, I've just been following. The club's been really open about what's. There's been a lot of videos from practice. There's been a lot of talk from practice. So if you're looking for information on spring. I was gonna say spring training, but I guess you can call it spring training, whatever it is, preseason. If you're into this, and you want to know what's going on, follow FC Dallas on social media. Follow, Ryan Figert, follow Garrett Meltzer. These guys are sharing everything that's going on out there. The FC Dallas Agenda Pod had some really deep coverage on not only training camp but also karaoke after training camp.
Nice.
Apparently, the big winner was Osaze, big karaoke guy. Apparently.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So go check out the FC Dallas Agenda Pod if that's your thing. But the unfortunate news that we're hearing so far is that Paxton has been very, very light training. We've seen him in tennis shoes in warm-ups, and supposedly he got a little tight on the flight over. Understandable, long flight to Portugal. I'm sure they went like DFW, JFK, Heathrow, Portugal is most likely like the flight path there, right? So a lot of time in the air. Old guys get tight on planes. Happens to me, and I'm not a professional athlete, so and I don't fly to Europe, so I don't fly to Europe often. So we'll see what happens. Same for Benjamin. Ran Benjamin is that's actually the correct pronunciation from what I'm hearing. It's Benjamin with a ya instead of a ja.
Uh-huh.
Benjamin. So supposedly he was a little tight too, but even though he was already in Europe, so he's had a little tightness and some. So hopefully not really a problem, but we'll have to monitor the situation and see where this goes. But everything else is good. The Moose is on the attack. He looks like he is in great form. He looks like he has improved. He's playing with a lot of confidence. Kappas had a goal, I believe, in one of the matches there too. Kappas looks good. We've seen some. Anderson Julio has been playing a little bit of wingback, and Ricky Lewis had a goal as well. Ricky Lewis, the first round draft pick out of the MLS Super Draft, had a goal as well. So we'll see what happens there. We'll have to keep up with Ricky Lewis in the news, as we've been calling him in Discord. So we'll see where that goes. That's for you real old timers. Not everybody's going to get that reference.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can solidly argue all the draft picks are going to be in North Texas.
I don't know. You might see some Ricky might get some first team time this year. I think Ricky might be he's a Quill guy, right? He's built like a Quill athlete, right? He's exactly what Quill looks for. He's got some explosive speed, he's got some power, and he's got a little bit of finishing ability. We've seen flash through here in the preseason too. Obviously, it's preseason. They're playing against a probably the third or fourth lineup of a club that is in mid-season form. So don't take too much stock in individual performance. But from what I've heard, what I've seen, Ricky Lewis has been performing well. So expect to see him get some minutes with the first team, at least, as they try and figure out what a cohesive lineup looks like at the start of the season.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to, speaking of North Texas Stadium, I went out there before the snowstorm, looking great. 7,000 seats, really steep angle. So get ready to get some exercise in.
I like a steep angle. I like sitting up top in Austin when they stick us up in the other than the humidity that kind of coagulates up there at the top of the stadium because of the way it's closed. But other than that, like, I don't mind a high seat like that, especially in like a tiny intimate stadium. Like, you get a good view of everything.
Yeah, they basically oh my god. Guy dragging his kids on a sled outside. That is pretty awesome.
Behind the car, like some sickos in Dallas?
No, not behind the car, just walking.
We're in the middle of a Dallas snow day, so I agreed to hop on a Sunday because I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Stuck in the house. Can't even get out of my driveway right now. It's so screwed up out there. And even if I could, the streets are completely disastrous. So hope you had a wonderful snow weekend when you listen to this.
Yes, enjoy. That's what we're doing this. We're gonna put it up early so you have something to do while you have a little bit of cabin fever. But yeah, sorry, distracted squirrel. Yeah, it's really good. Sweets on the bottom. Really cheap. I think it's like I paid $160 or something for my.
That's for the whole season, right?
Yeah, that's 14 games.
Totally,
so that's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty dope, and it's closer to me, so that's really dope. I'm not sure about the long-term viability of that stadium for that team, but they have a hotel that's coming up and a whole bunch of stuff around it. So I think the city will get its money's worth.
Yeah, I will see what happens, but I do think that they're really leaning into making that a quality experience. I think they really want to make that for the local people to come out and local area to just come out and support that team. I think they're really trying to be competitive at that level too. So we'll see what happens.
Although my theory is coming out to be right, slight distraction. The Town FC is now reverting back to San Jose 2. So I do not put it long before we have FC Dallas 2 playing in Mansfield.
I'm okay with that particular instance because that was a terrible name, and every time I heard that, that should be something like I think of the movie with Ben Affleck.
I know, but apparently that's
so I think Boston, right?
Yeah. Apparently in San Jose, the Bay, the Town is the thing they do, but you are correct. Boston is.
It's a shitty name. I don't like it.
I think it's more ironic because Boston's not a town. It's a big city. Like Addison, I was watching Addison Town Hall, and they were like the Town, and I'm like, why do you keep referring to it? And I'm like, oh, that's right. It hasn't met city status yet, so it is.
That's okay.
A town.
Royce City calls itself the city of Royce City.
Oh my God! Double entendre.
So stupid. So stupid.
All right, but yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Obviously, they left just in time. They beat the snowstorm. Also, shout out to our traveling contingent to ISC. They beat the delays by a split of the hair. I think Brian ended up leaving slightly early as well. So DFW Airport is going through renovations and construction. So a snowstorm on top of that is definitely not helping. So everyone, while you're watching this, we're dating the pod a little bit, but while you're watching this, safe travels to our ISC contingent. We look forward to some content from there, some interviews with some other supporters groups, to share with you like the love of the sport, what got people into it, and why you should also join in your local team, be it MLS. If you live into a different town, there's teams coming up all over the place from USL2, NPSL, all the way up. So Google search soccer near you, and I'm guaranteeing you will find something within 50 miles of you. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So, well,
check our social media this week. We're gonna be posting some clips and some bits and some photos from ISC. You can also check out the ISC social media. They've been sharing a ton of cool stuff there too. A lot of events going on out there. I would have liked to have got out there, but I'm glad I'm not stuck in an airport. No, it's a cool event, and hopefully maybe we'll host it next year. We'll see how that goes.
For sure. All right, so we're gonna move on here next to the ladies in gold. They are back after doing a winter break, and they might come back to winter. So that's really weird. Maybe winter breaks don't help. I don't know.
Lot to cover here for Trinity.
So we got some additions. Dennis is going to take it from here. He was at the practice, but we just want to introduce some new players. We got Laura Flynn, Taylor McCamey. Is that how we?
Tyler McCamey.
Okay, and then Heather Stainbrook. Yes. So those are our new additions. Heather won the championship last year, right? DC didn't win. Gotham won. Never mind. We'll talk about them here in a second. But yeah, what do you think? Oh, we also have some more news while we talk about the ladies here, our new additions. The big news is we got a head coach. So Dennis, let's talk about that. How you went out to practice. How did that look?
Yeah, I got to, but first of all, big shout out to Kate and the team over at Tony Fay PR putting together the press conference and media event for welcoming Coach Thackeray to town. Great dude, absolutely like ready to go. Had some great conversation with both Coach Thackeray and I guess former coach and now only general manager Chris Petroselli. Yep. I wonder if they cut his paycheck in half. I don't know. Like
No, I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was doing that on the arm.
maybe we'll get some coaching discipline and no more red cards. Maybe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can check out my full piece over on Third Degree. I put together a whole piece on Nathan Thackeray coming to town and what that looks like and what that means for this club. But suffice to say, the thing that stuck with me the most was his evolution, not revolution. He's here to build on what Petroselli has built. He's here to take it to the next level. Seems like they have a great working relationship together already. They seem to know each other really well. And according to Petroselli, this is the guy. This is the guy they wanted. This is they locked in. And for those that don't know, Thackeray has a couple championships under his belt in the NWSL. He's got a NWSL Challenge Cup and I believe one other. He's got at least 4 trophies that under his belt in NWSL for his time with North Carolina Courage as an assistant. He was a goalkeeper coach there as well. He was a goalkeeper coach at the University of North Carolina. Heels lock in, go Tar Heels. So guy's got a great pedigree, right? And he's English, right? So I know you all love that when you got an English coach, right? So great dude. Looking forward to seeing what he's putting together. All 3 new players were in practice. These 3 all come with pretty good pedigree. If you want to switch back over to that graphic, we can talk about the individual here. Lauren Flynn comes from. She is originally from Arlington, Virginia, but she comes out of the University of. She played for the Utah Royals and she played at UVU, Utah Valley University. She is the record holder at Utah Valley University. The record book is named after her. She holds just about every record for that university. She's played with the Utah Royals. She's got great NWSL experience, and she comes to town here looking to prove herself as a defender. Ideally, I think that what we're going to see here is she's going to take that spot on the back line where Amber Wisner has been playing, allowing Amber to move up to the midfield, and we'll likely see her play alongside Heather Stainbrook here in the midfield. She is a Utah native. And Heather Stainbrook is she's on loan from the Washington Spirit, where she played I think 30 some odd games across the 2 seasons she was with Washington Spirit. We love ourselves a Washington Spirit loanee here, right? We've had a great track record. Deb Abiodun was a Spirit loanee. Tamara Bolt was a Spirit loanee. So we're hoping Heather continues that tradition of midfielders kicking ass at Dallas Trinity. So hopefully she's got some serious minutes here, and we'd like to see where that goes. I'm really impressed with her pedigree as well. Last but certainly not least, most likely going to be carrying the number 1 shirt as we kick off this back half of the season. Tyler McCamey, Atlanta, Georgia native, had a standout career, won 2, I believe, NCAA championships at Princeton. So big. I believe it was 2. But she captained the team at Princeton, I believe, in her senior year. She was drafted out of Princeton to the Gotham up the bats. She sat on the bench as a depth piece in championship season there, and then she sat on the bench as a depth piece in Kansas City. As well. So she comes out of that KC Current squad, and there is a good chance she's going to be wearing the number 1 jersey and starting in goal this Sunday. We're really looking forward to that. And she also came off a absolutely stellar standout performance in the World Sevens. If you haven't watched World Sevens, it is a fun tournament to watch. She had
is that the Wrexham thing they do in Carolina?
That was one of the things they did. I believe that was like a preview to that. World Sevens was in Portugal this past year. It was last spring. I believe they do it every spring. It was in Portugal, and it's a 7v7 tournament. It's a lot of fun. And the women do it great, right? And there's an opportunity to come on and showcase some players that may not get some minutes and just really showcase and ball out. And that's where Tyler McCamey came and balled out. She representing KC Current, who won that tournament, I believe, and she had a stellar standout performance. And I believe in one game she had 3 or 4 PK saves in a single game, which is incredible, right? So looking forward to this group coming in and really taking this club to the next level. Again, you can read my full piece. I don't remember all the quotes off the top of my head, but there are some great quotes from Coach Thackeray and from General Manager Petroselli on where this team is looking ahead. They have championship ambition. They really are looking like they want to win something here, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I got to catch some of practice as well. Like I said, all 3 of the new arrivals got to play in practice. It was cold. We were on the training grounds over at the Hockaday School. And again, we're looking forward to January 31st when Brooklyn comes to town, opens the season, or opens the spring season, or the spring kickoff. I don't know what we're calling this, the spring calendar, because it's not a separate season, because it's part of the same season. I don't know, right? The break is over. We're getting back to the Cotton Bowl, and then we're going to be on the road again for a little bit. They're going to be on the road again for a few weeks, and then there's some off weeks in there too. This league is starting to come together, but there's still some weird wonkiness too, right? When you've got a 9-team league, somebody's always off. So we'll see where this goes next. I'm hearing the Cosmos might be arriving in this league at some point as well. So we'll see where that goes. I think we're looking really good though. So we'll it's exciting.
Yes, indeed. I think they have to get to 12 by year 4. So some additions will definitely be coming very soon. Speaking of future games, we have obviously, I guess because they don't play at home in February, they're doing the Black History Month game at the end of January, so that makes sense. Before that, obviously, we're going to do a I guess it's not really mid-season, it's a warm-up for the spring run.
Well, it's technically a mid-season friendly for Dallas, but it is a preseason warm-up for Houston. Fuck Houston.
That's a fact.
I love the opportunity to hit on a Houston team right here.
Yeah,
As an FC Dallas fan, now as a Trinity fan, as a Yankees fan, I love any opportunity to hate on a team that comes out of Houston. So this is great for me. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to make this one because we have an FC Dallas's second home game is 90 minutes later, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get up the tollway that quickly. If you want to go check out the I-45 Showdown, tickets are available now. It's not included in season package, but there are some really cool dates coming ahead too here as far as theme nights go, and somebody better make sure I get my hands on an Amber Wisner bobblehead before the season is over.
that's a fact. Yeah, shout out to this. Check it out. 6 p.m. on February 28th. I would definitely make it happen if you can. We need
And
to
get your ass out for this 4 p.m. game on the 31st, right? There is zero excuse
yeah.
to bundle up. It's going to be chilly, but it's going to be a good time. If you love that European football cold December, January, February atmosphere, well, you can get that at the Cotton Bowl. So get your ass down to Fair Park. Come out and support the ladies in the maroon and gold. This is gonna be really cool. And sneak preview. Keep an eye out. Nothing is confirmed yet, but I may have another story coming out between now and before this new game. So check out Third Degree. Keep your eyes peeled over there as well.
Oh, damn it. It's a 31st. It's going to be a nice chilly night. Get your heavy coat ready.
That's it. Get your heavy coats, get your scarves, get your hats, get out there and experience that cold weather football experience that everybody so craves. And we're going to be looking forward to next year in MLS as well.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, that was the thing I was making I made a short about that. I'm like, people were worried about Montreal for this new fall spring schedule. And I'm like, yeah, Dallas will get you one cold snap right around this time of year. So get ready for that. All right, we're gonna move on to what is it? About the money. Money. Trinity Rodman is going to is the new Trinity Rodman doing her very best David Beckham impersonation and creating a new rule for the the NWSL. She is the first, what do they call this, high impact? Is that what they're going with? High impact player.
Yep. Hip. It's hip to be square, I guess.
I guess.
To be rich.
That's a fact. Which one could argue she kind of already was, but
no, this is great. This is great for the sport. This is great for Trinity. I'm really happy for her.
So here's before we get the congratulations bits out of the way, here's my question: is she the best player in the world, female player in the world?
Right now, I think she is.
Wow, really?
I think the argument can be made.
I mean, we'll go with that. I don't think she's the best player on her team, much less the world, but we'll dismiss that. Congratulations to her. This was, you need someone to be first, right? It doesn't really matter who it is. The argument to me would always be like the best player is the one.
Let's back up. Who do you think is the best player on Washington Spirit? Let's have the conversation. We got time.
It's all good. Shout out to her. $1 million. Although I was confused when they said this, because I could have sworn another player just re-upped her contract for $1 million. So when they said she was the highest paid with $1 million, I was very confused. But multi-year contract. Apparently, I was confused. So this deal came out of nowhere, but was expected. So the league created the high impact player DP / rule, and then the PA said no, which I thought was also weird. And then the teams came back and said, well, technically, we're breaking the CBA to make this happen, so you need to make this happen. And then out of nowhere, they're like, all right, whatever, let's make it work. So I need to go look more into this on how many hip players you get on a team.
So I want to jump right in here because I don't agree with this rule. Okay, I think they need a DP model or a hip model, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. The way, and this is the problem that the PA has too, and I agree with it from this perspective. It's not just a designated player where you say this is the guy or this is the girl that's going to be making a lot of money, and we're going to designate them as a high. There are requirements that you have to meet to be eligible to be a high impact player. And those requirements currently are external from the league. So you have to be voted to either something related, and I don't remember all the details, but it's you have to be on your national team at a certain level, an X number of caps, or voted on by the media as a high-ranking player in certain rankings. So really what they're opening this up to is journalists to say, well, we think this person is a high impact player, and it becomes really subjective. And that's what the PA has a problem with, which I agree with. I'm very happy for Trin. I think this is great for her. This is great for the sport. This is great for women's sports in general. However, I don't think this is the way to go about it. There are better ways to go about it. I think the MLS DP model is a better way than what this is, right? I don't think the MLS DP model is perfect, but I think that there is something really here that can improve. But you can't be the best league in the world if your players are leaving for Europe, right? And the NWSL, the sport in America for women's soccer, women's football in America, right, is the top league in the world right now and has been for a very long time, right? We've got a 10-year jump on most of the world, right? And the rest of the world is starting to catch up, right? And you don't want women leaving to Europe, right? When you are the highest caliber league in the world, you cannot have your players leaving to Europe for more money. It doesn't work. So if you want to continue to be the best league in the world, if you want to continue to be the place where the greatest in the world come to play, not MLS, where this is, if you look at where MLS was compared to where NWSL is now, and look at like a time comparison, if you look at NWSL is far ahead where MLS was when they were at this time frame, right?
Yeah.
This is not a retirement league. The NWSL has never been a retirement league. It has been a feature league for the best in the world.
Well, Marta says differently. I'm just kidding.
Marta's going to be playing until she's 65. So I don't know what you're talking
she's going to be a player coach here.
And she's probably going to be better than most of us, right? She's going to be better than most of us.
Oh, she's better than me by a mile at this point. No, I agree with you. That's why I was confused with the whole.
Esther's another one, right? Esther's another one that's going to be playing until she's like 70, right? Yeah. They're just these women are just in incredible shape, and they just have no limit.
Yes, especially if the pay is finally going up, and a lot of these women probably feel like I didn't make it when I was in the prime of my life, so I'm going to try to stretch it to get as much, which I'm not mad at. Get your money.
But they're not like men start to deteriorate after like 30, right? Like. Our testosterone levels go down, and like our athletic ability. It's a genetic thing that women are able to sustain that into an older age because their bodies don't break down the same way men do.
I think it's more an ego thing. When you get nutmegged by a 17-year-old, you're like, you know what, guys, have a good time. I'm out of here.
That too. Let's go ask Kenny Cooper about that. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah. Like you probably you're a soccer player. You're 35. You're like, Ronaldo can do it, I can do it, and then some 17-year-old kid comes and nutmegs you, and you're like, yeah, about that. So, I'm again happy for her. I have my opinions on. That's why I said the high impact off field is another thing. The one thing I will say about NWSL is that they seem to have a lot of draw of just being American, and we can talk about that a little bit too with MLS also. Josh Sargent apparently wants to come home.
That's a strange story. That is a very strange story. But before we move on from Trinity, she also got her first first captaincy last night in a friendly against Paraguay, which I don't know if they scored 6 or 7. I don't know what that final was. They beat the crap out of Paraguay, which almost all the goals came in the second half too. The first goal came in in added time in the first half. They went to halftime 1-0, and then they came out and just like lit up Paraguay in the second half.
Yes. Again, right now, America, especially in CONCACAF, CONMEBOL is working on it, but until the Northern Super League gets the Canadians back to where they need, or gets them to where they need to be,
I think Canada's got a long way to go to compete here right now.
You're not wrong. I think they're counted as domestics in NWSL, so that helps.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the women's J League is doing the Lord's work out there. But again, when you have central planning, stuff like that can happen. And then the Super League in England is going through they wanted to cut off promotion relegation for some. Yeah, they're going through their stride thing too, where like the big clubs in the men's teams are not necessarily the big clubs in the women's team. So it's really weird how that works. Like Newcastle is one of the bigger clubs for the women, but not so much. But you know what it is. But congratulations to her before we get detoured by all that. $1 million a year. I mean, right now, women's sports are on the rise. So
And the
that's
NWSL is
good.
drawing, right? If you look
Yes.
at the final, you had two East Coast teams playing the final in a West Coast city, and the stadium was full.
Yes. But I can argue that any final can pull something. It's people just want to be there for an event. So, but yes,
100%.
you're great. They did fill a baseball stadium, 42,000, broke the record.
People are
Growth is
coming
on the
out to
way.
see the NWSL,
No, again,
and more so than they are the women, the USL Super League right now, right? And which is supposed to be a Division I as well. So more, the NWSL has a major following, and it's got a very young audience too, right? There are the kids love the NWSL, and lots of young girls look up to these players, and it's there, right? The building blocks are there for this league to be like, to take it from great to excellent, right? This can really continue to be the top league in the world for a very long time if they do it right.
I agree with you. The Super League is running into the Super League's running into the same issue they're always going to run into. If you go to the U.S. Soccer website, you will see lots and lots of articles about NWSL and none about the Super League.
Right? Yeah, the coverage just isn't there. The coverage isn't there, and that's why
that's a coverage issue. That's a choice issue. You're the federation. Your job is to cover the sport. There's a lot of selective nonsense going on here.
Absolutely.
But anyways,
absolutely.
We can get into that another day. I'm going to give you 90 seconds to talk your shit, because you love to do that. Wait, did I not create a slide?
What am I talking shit about? Who am I talking shit about now?
No. You're going to talk your shit. As in,
I'm going to talk my shit. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. This is awesome, right? This is awesome. I love this. Gotham has the ability to speak, staying with the NWSL here, right? Gotham has the ability to go on and really just completely change the game, right? They are playing in 5 different competitions, or eligible for 5 different trophies this year. We've got the Women's Champions Cup that is taking place, I believe, this coming week. It kicks off in they're playing over in London, I believe. Could be wrong. Anyway, they're somewhere in Europe. Anyway, and that's the opening trophy there. That is the best in the world. That is your equivalent to your Champions League, right? This is your Champions League winner playing your NWSL winner. This is a big one, right? So they've got the opportunity to win that. They've got the NWSL Challenge Cup, which is the equivalent of like the FA Community Shield, where like the winner of one competition, the Shield winner plays the NWSL winner. So that's going to be a big one. I believe that is in Columbus this year. Don't quote me on that. But I believe they play KC Current in Columbus for the Challenge Cup. The CONCACAF Champions Cup is going to be a big one as well. There's a good opportunity to win that. That is the equivalent of your men's CONCACAF league, right? This is the Champions Cup. This is all of North America, and then obviously the NWSL Shield and the NWSL Playoff Trophy there as well. The NWSL Cup. So the opportunity to win 5 pieces of hardware this year. They could potentially be the most decorated American soccer club in history. Up the bat.
They'd still be one behind the Galaxy, but that's fine. Actually, no, they'd be like 3 behind the Galaxy. But they could do.
I mean, if you're talking like most in a particular season, right? Nobody's ever won 5 in America.
Well, yeah. MLS.
There aren't 5. There aren't 5 to win. So this could be the most decorated soccer club in American history if they win all 5.
The Currents is going to win the Shield again, and then but no, shout out to them. This was really good. This was really great marketing for them. You are right. It's at Emirates Stadium, so that is Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. Their stadium.
So not London. Okay.
No, it is London technically. What Manchester is in London, Greater London. It's a really weird thing. So yeah, it is. So basically, the Champions Cup is basically their version of the FIFA World Cup. I don't know why they don't call it the Women's FIFA World Cup.
Well, the Women's Club World Cup is coming, I believe, in 27.
Okay.
So there's going to be another one.
Oh, because I'm looking. Oh, apparently. So They rotate. So on off years, it's the Champions Cup, and then apparently every 4 years is the
Is the
Club World
world?
Cup.
Yeah, they're going to be doing the Club
FIFA.
World Cup for the first world time.
Oh my god. We're gonna do a FIFA rant here, not this time because my head hurts, but this is the dumbest thing. So you're gonna hold a competition that's exactly like the FIFA World Cup,
We're just going to call
but
it
not
something
call it
different.
the FIFA World. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, shout out to
Different
Up the Bats.
eligibility rules too.
It's whatever. Up the Bats. Shout out to Gotham. I just wanted to give the New York native, the tri-state native, an opportunity to puff his chest out a little bit. This is really dope. This is the growth of the game. Really excited about it. Congratulations to these ladies. That's a lot of travel though. They're going to be in London for a little while. I mean, it's only 6 teams, so that's what 3 games for
it's
a cup.
quick.
So that's not bad.
It's a quick cup. It's not, the Club World Cup is going to be a lot bigger from what it sounds like.
Yes. I think this format is just the champions. So yeah.
If you want to check out a real FIFA rant, head over to Dallas Morning News. Myself and Michael Peticolas and Dan Hunt and some other big names around the Dallas soccer sphere were all interviewed by great reporter from Dallas Morning News that was in Sunday's paper last week. If you get a chance to check that out, that was an interesting article. But people are confused and they have no idea how to get tickets and have spent a crazy ton of money. And my favorite part about that whole story, though, was that Michael Peticolas went on a 20-minute rant uninterrupted when he was asked about it. So check that article out if you get a chance. That was a good read in DMN last week. And I'm looking forward to the Gotham season kicking off, right? We're the NWSL is kicking off and there is a lot of activity and hopefully we can hold on to our Spirit loanee for a little while.
Yeah, that's a schedule thing that's going on. But yes, hopefully we can keep our loanees for the remainder of the spring season. Make a run here. We just need to make it to 4th so we can get a playoff game here. And no, I want us to get to at least 2nd because I want us to host a home game to see how much we can get in the Cotton Bowl for a playoff. Because like I said,
they currently sit in 4th with a game in hand. So
there you go. So we'll take it. Pretty dope. I'm really excited about that. So shout out to the ladies. NWSL or Super League, but obviously locally we care about the Super League. So are there any other thoughts? This is going to be our wraparound tour. Any other soccer thoughts while we're here?
I mean, there is a lot going on out in the soccer sphere right now. A lot of moves being made. Everybody's taking pay cuts to go play with Messi. So that's happening down in Miami. Teams are getting better, right? There've been some really cool moves. There's Josh Sargent thing that you talked about there. The European races are starting to heat up a little bit. Things are getting close. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And Champions League is going to be moving to playoffs in a few weeks as well. Europa League's been really interesting. There's a lot of stuff happening around the world. And if you're interested in a particular topic, please shout out, let us know, drop us a line in the comments or hit us up on socials if you want to talk about something in particular. But there is a lot of things happening.
Yeah, we did forget to bring this up, obviously, from earlier. So MLS announced new roster rules. I think the original announcement was an extension of the window for the World Cup. I think they extended it like 3 weeks, right? Something like that. But obviously there were more things to it. So I guess we're doing cash for player trades. I don't
cash
know.
First.
Or is that Garber Tam cash? Or
no, that's actual cash. That's and they started that last year. So cash furs are not new. They're expanding it a little bit. And I think this is good for the game overall. I think this is good for the league, and this kind of will help owners who want to open up their pocketbooks a little bit, help them spend a little bit better.
Yes. I think technically the argument hasn't changed, which kind of proves that the argument was nonsense to begin with, is that you didn't want owners competing because McDonald's don't compete with McDonald's kind of sort of because it's all one big McDonald's. You just move money from this franchise to that franchise. But yeah, I'm excited about it. The roster, the window expansion, I didn't quite understand. I guess it just gives them an opportunity to get a player later in the window, or if that player can't get a deal where they are, it gives them a second chance to come here. But that's one thing. The international. So I was reading this. Apparently, the international spots now have an expiration date. So,
Yes, that is. I don't like that. I'm not. I think that's a little restrictive, and especially with the the way teams have been trading international spots and things like that. I think they could have handled that one a little bit better. But on the subject of the window, I think moving the window makes sense to give them an opportunity to bring in players who may not be getting a deal or getting minutes somewhere else. Right. The window is ending early, where look. MLS is not a first choice league for everybody yet. Right now, we know that, right? Not going to have that argument about what's the top league in the world or whatever else. But obviously, if you can play in Europe, you want to play in Europe, and if you want to play in a top league in Europe, right? But if you're, at a championship club, if you're at a club in the championship, right, and you're not getting the deal you want, you're going to look at MLS. But why would you take an MLS deal if you have the potential for a championship deal or whatever else? So that just having that window open a little bit longer allows players to say, hey, well, I'm not getting what I want here, and I know I'm not getting what I want because the window's closing. So let me go hop over to the States and see what's going on over there. So I think it's good for the league, and I think we'll get a little bit more interest in players coming to the league that may not be getting opportunities that they're looking for in Europe right now.
yes. Or if you're homesick and you want to come home, like Josh Sargent, or
Bring Weston home.
Yeah, Weston. I mean, Weston doesn't want to come home, so that's a different issue altogether.
We'll
I don't
see.
think so. I think Weston will end up in the Premier League at least for a little bit.
Juve just kicked the shit out of Napoli, so Weston can go shit for all I care right now.
Yeah. Ricardo Pepi, FC Dallas' own. Apparently, Fulham is sending a check his way. So,
well, Fulham's first offer was rejected. I think they came in at 27. Don't quote me on that, but they just sent another offer for I think 32 or 35. They're gonna bite eventually, right? PSV is gonna bite. I think we're going to see Pepe get some serious minutes up at Full America, and I think Fulham really cares about that too, right? They really want to bring in that world
player.
Yeah. They want to bring in an American player that's going to be playing in the World Cup.
Yes. Well, I mean, with him, it's not 100% injury, whatever.
I mean, he's going to get. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to get minutes, and with other players going down around him too right now, I think there's a good chance that we see some serious Pepe Cup minutes.
Yeah. So, but that we'll talk about that Josh Sargent thing once the trade goes through. But that's an interesting thing. This might.
I hope we don't have to deal with Josh Sargent in the opening night. I really don't want to deal with Toronto coming to town with Josh Sargent week one.
Why?
That's not what I'm. Week one, we really that's come on.
Josh Sargent is not Zlatan. He's not a world beater. No one's worried.
I know, but it's just one at look. I want to beat the shit out of Toronto. I don't want to deal with what we dealt with last year. I love 24-hour, but there's no more disappointing feeling than being out there all night, all day, getting up, going through the game, and then losing a shitty game, right? Like there was just we almost had our hands on the Brimstone Cup last year, and we were so close to
That's right.
It was being walked over to us. It was being walked over to us. The Brimstone was on its way to us.
Yeah, Tanner, you need to learn to do that. Don't text us 10 minutes. Be like, oh yeah, just meet us down there. No, text us when the game's done.
Yeah, I fully blame Tanner for that loss, and the subsequent failure of the season is all 100% on Tanner. So that's all Tanner's fault.
I'm glad we all agree on that. So before we head out of here, just a quick note: USL, PA, and USL are not close. That's a rumor mill. If you guys want to keep up with lower division soccer, Beyond the 90 is my personal source among some other stuff. But negotiations are not going, and it seems to be over really dumb things. For lower division, I guess hockey, for people who watch ECHL, whatever, I guess third tier or single A hockey. They just redid their contract, so they had a lockout / strike for about 2 weeks of the season, which again I didn't know because I don't watch that kind of hockey. To be honest, I don't watch hockey at all. But it seems like they're using that as a template to negotiate this deal. So it seems the hang up is the name and likeness payout that the league or that the PA is asking for.
The NIL does, yep.
So I mean, there's a thing to be argued that they're underpaid right now. Apparently, they only get paid $50,000 the contract, and then the league turned around and sold it for $250,000. So that's not really. We gotta obviously that needs to be renegotiated. So luckily, the Super League and USL One are not on the same CBA, so we will get lower division soccer this year. Not Super League, obviously that's Division One, but we will get League One soccer this year, no matter what. But the championship is kind of in flux, even though players are reporting for training camp as we speak. So this is going to be a weird thing. Having a lockout / strike at any point this season will be really stupid, and I hope they don't do that. It seems that they're just going to operate as of right now under the current CBA until something can be ironed out. But it is weird to me that we're signing contracts and we don't know what the CBA is. So that's like, hey, sign this.
I mean, is it any better than MLS extending contracts with a half season coming up ahead of ourselves? Like, we have no idea what that's going to look like contract wise either. That is going to be a complete nightmare.
That is true, but a lot of the deals I'm seeing now, they just LA Galaxy just re-up Dallas' very own draft pick, Johnny Nelson. Missed that guy. If it wasn't for an injury, I think he'd still be here. But they just read him up, and they did it as a 28-29. So they hyphenated. So it is the season of 28-29. So they're starting to do that. Yeah, they're starting to do that kind of deal where they're saying we're going to do it. So, but you are right. But the guys who are currently on the deal that would have gone through 27 are going to be like, well, wait a minute, how are we going to restructure that? So yeah, you are right. But yeah, get on the ass. Obviously, we stand for unions here. I mean, me personally, I think Dennis does as well.
Absolutely.
The owners need, and they're not asking for a lot. It's like a 20% raise, extended from 10 to 12-month contracts, a little extra money for the name and likeness, and just some guarantees about healthcare, which is going to be expensive because healthcare in this country is absolutely ridiculous. So, but we can definitely make it work. If you want to grow the league, if you want to not compete with MLS, because I don't think that's the aim of this particular game, but if you want to sustain a secondary league alongside MLS, this is the type of stuff you have to get done. So
absolutely.
But shout out to them. Obviously, we still need to plan a Cosmos trip up there. I'm hitting Corpus Christi this year with their new stadium, and maybe Boise. I kind of want to hit Boise. The problem is, what the fuck else would I do when I'm up there? But whatever.
Something else to think about. I've heard from a lot of folks, a lot of members, and some of our leaders. It sounds like a lot of folks are interested in the Charlotte away trip. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me. I'm going to try and put a group together and see if we can get a decent package, see if we can find a hotel package or even potentially an airline package, right? Dallas Guardians on everything. Let's see what we can do. See if you're a travel agent out there and you think you could help us put together some away travel packages, please reach out to me. If you know somebody, hit us up, let us know. But it sounds like that's going to be our big away trip this year. Obviously, we'll do Houston, we'll do Austin, we'll probably do KC, we might even do St. Louis. I think we might be on the road. I could be wrong.
Yes, St. Louis on the road, Kansas City on the road.
So we'll see what we got going on here. But Charlotte seems like a big one. So we'll go hit some Charlotte and try some vinegar-based barbecue together.
Oh my God. As long as we don't go to Chicago and don't have any Malort, I think life will be fun. So we'll keep it. Yeah, for sure. Future episode, obviously, we'll talk about MLS divisions and some other stuff, but we just wanted to come back on a snow day, give y'all some content. We got some stuff coming. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Pretty please hit the thumbs up. YouTube is doing this hype button nonsense. I don't know what that is, but just follow us on. Yeah. It's basically a way for you to click extra to YouTube wants your algorithm. YouTube wants your information.
Well, get us in your algorithm and make sure that we are all in your algorithm on wherever you get your social media.
Yeah, I was like, what is that pause? Pregnant pause, even.
I don't know. Couldn't finish my thought.
Yeah, appreciate that. This is episode 45.
Wow.
I haven't decided if we're going to do like season 2, episode 1 when the season starts, or we're just going to keep going episodically. I haven't decided what we're going to do there, but for sure, like, share, subscribe. Dallas Guardians on everything. We appreciate y'all. Jersey sales have been ordered. We're gonna do a second batch, so if you really feel like it, we'll notify you when we're gonna do that, so you can order the second thing. See y'all at Roller Town on the 7th. I'll put this one more time. See y'all at Roller Town at the 7th. See you at the Red Lot on the 20th. And we appreciate y'all listening. Dallas Bear Guardians out. Peace.
Fuck ice.
And you.